After that, I went and saw the most anticipated movie of this past weekend for me personally, Cats. Fuck Star Wars. Cats is the most anticipated movie of this past weekend. I mean, I think I've heard more about this movie more than I've heard about Star Wars this past weekend since it came out. This movie, I mean, fuck, what do I say about this movie? It hasn't been said already. I've been talking about this movie for fucking months. Months and months and months. When did the trailer premiere for this movie? Back in July, it premiered. And it was like one of those things, like, when I first saw the trailer for this thing, it was like when I first watched the first trailer for Human Centipede, I could not believe what the fuck I was seeing. Like, I was like showing it to people, like, dude, you gotta see this shit. Like, they're making a fucking Cats movie, and it looks fucking weird, and it, like, dude, like, I kept asking people, like, have you seen this shit yet? This trailer yet? You gotta see this shit. Like, it was like pretty much my reaction when I first saw Human Centipede. That's how crazy that trailer was. And I'm like, it made it even worse was, like, I would get this trailer non-stop for this fucking movie, like, for a month. Like, there was, like, a span of time during, I think, like, October to November, where my movie theater decided to play trailers in front of commercials, or in the middle of commercials, and this would always be the one that they would play, and it was always that trailer that everybody's talked about, was talking about how horrible it looked, and I'm like, what the fuck? And man, and like I've been so hyped about this movie. Like, there's people like, I'm not gonna see this shit if somebody paid me to do it, and I'm like, trust me, I'm like, listen, I'm not seeing this. I'm not paying full price for this shit. I will never pay full price for this. I'm seeing this for free. I gotta see this train wreck to believe it. Like, I gotta see this on a big screen. If I was paying full price for it, I would have waited until it got on DVD or something like that before I saw it. I would not have saw it in a theater, but now that I have the chance to see it for free, I'm definitely seeing this shit. I was like, this looks like one of those films, like, you have to see to believe. I'm like, I was all hyped. I've never been so hyped about a bad movie. Like, this movie, like, I don't know how many people know about this. This just came out. This movie's only been out for a fucking day. Like, maybe 2 days. And they're already taking the movie that they... taking away the movie that they premiered on Friday and putting a new version out in the theaters, because that one was, the first version was sort of so fucking bad that Universal said, okay, we have to fix this fucking movie. That has never been done before. Never been done before. This is not like Sonic the Hedgehog, where they fucking, during post-production, decided to change the movie. No, this is when the movie was actually fucking released. And so I don't know if this version is the version that got fixed or not. I don't know for sure. But I'll say this. If it is the version that was supposedly the fixed version, somebody needs to be fired. Because this movie is still shit. It is... this movie... I don't know what the fuck to say about this. Everything you've seen about this movie is as bad as it seems. That is the best way to describe this movie. It's one of those movies that, like, it is in a lot of ways so bad it's good. But I don't recommend seeing it at full price. Absolutely fucking not. But this is a movie you need to see to believe. It is a thing that got released in the theaters. This is a thing that fucking somebody at Universal said, okay, that looks good. I don't know who. And somebody, like, this is like a fucking fever dream acid trip if I've ever seen one. I literally wanted to go, I had plans to go eat. I asked a friend if they had some edibles. Like, I don't smoke pot, and I don't endorse drugs, whatever, but I wanted to do something like that before I saw this movie, because I was like, this would be a fucking trip of a movie, and I really do wish I did, because maybe I would have enjoyed it even more. But this movie is like, I don't know, man. Like, this is like a great case of somebody once told me, like, there's a whole category of films called What the Fuck Hollywood. This is What the Fuck Hollywood kind of movie. Like, again, like everybody's pointed out, the CGI effects in this movie are just awful. They're awful. This is like, there's sometimes where some characters don't look that bad, but then there's ones that just stick out like a sore fucking thumb. And there's like the movements of these cats look so unnatural and fake looking. They don't look like they're there. It looks so fucking bad. And then you plaster these human faces onto these things. And it looks so uncanny valley creepy that it's just fucking jarring, especially when, like, there are, like, these serious moments, like, towards the end, there's the, spoiler alert, there's the Jennifer Hudson rendition of Memories, and it's a great scene. Honestly, in a normal movie, it would be a great fucking scene. It would be the most memorable scene in the movie. And, like, because it's Jennifer Hudson, she can sing. That girl can fucking sing. But it's ruined because I'm looking at her and her big ass lips and like and cat face, and it looks freaky and it doesn't look natural. It looks weird. And it's distracting from what you're watching. Like, there are grown ass fucking great Academy Award winning actors in this movie. Judi Dench, Ian McKellen, that's just the name, the two right off the top of my head. They're fucking doing these weird cat movements and purring and meowing, and I'm like, and licking from a fucking bowl. The weirdest parts of this movie are like when, like, they're pouring, like, milk into their mouths, and it looks so fucking creepy. Or there's a part where fucking Ian McKellen, they just cut to Ian McKellen, he's just licking, like, a fucking, like, saucer. And it was so weird. I was like, Ian McKellen is like one of the best British actors alive today, and you fucking have him doing this shit. What the And he even got Idris Elba. And that when he takes off his coat and his like full body, that looks so fucking weird, man. That looks so weird and jarring. And there's like, God, this movie is just, it is so fucking bizarre. This is one of the most bizarre movies I've ever seen. The weirdest fucking scene, the most memorable scene in this movie, easily, it's not even close what the weirdest scene in this movie, and it happens like in the first 30 minutes. Honestly, you probably just shut this movie off after the first 30 minutes, because this scene is never topped. It's when Rebel Wilson's character, and this is going to be the scene that everybody talks about when they talk about how bad this movie is and how batshit this movie is, because it's a scene you need to see to believe. Fuck me. So there's a scene. There's a scene when Rebel Wilson's character pops up, and is there like very quickly being introduced to these characters or cats or whatever the fuck they are, where she starts singing, and she's this lazy house cat, domestic cat, who is just Rebel Wilson as a cat, just doing all these slapstick fatty fall down slapstick humor, because she's Rebel Wilson and she's a cat. And then she starts like fucking going spread eagle on the floor and like spreading wide, and I'm like, what the fuck am I watching? And then like she pulls her tail between her legs and starts singing into like her tail. I'm like, it looks like a penis. It's like, I know I'm juvenile to say it, but it looks like a penis. She's talking into a penis. But that's just me. But that's not the weirdest part. So then she proceeds to has somehow a zipper on her, like skin, her fur skin. She has a zipper, and she zips. She rips off her skin and starts wearing it wears like a dancing outfit and starts dancing and tap dancing. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, she just unzips her skin, like rips off her skin. That was fucking weird. So, but that's not even the weirdest part of this scene. Then she starts talking about how she has trained mice, and then they cut to probably the thing that's going to be in my nightmares for the next 5 years, 10 years. They cut to mice who have human faces too! They start singing! They have human faces! But that doesn't even get fucking, it gets weirder! Because next they show something else that's going to be in my nightmares for the next 10 years. Cockroaches who are in military uniforms and have human faces too! And it looks so jarring and creepy, and it's not even, like, if it sounds creepy, you are not even fucking, especially the cockroaches. You cannot even imagine what the fuck I saw. I sat there in the theater 30 minutes into this thing, laughing my fucking ass off. It's not supposed to be funny. It's like supposed to be a joyous uplift, this joyous song. I was laughing my ass off. I couldn't stop laughing and laughing and laughing. Like, what is this movie? Like, I'm like, if this movie is like this the rest of the way, this will be my favorite movie of the year. Like, I don't care what anybody says. This is my favorite movie of the year. If this whole movie is like this for the rest of the movie. Unfortunately, this movie does not top that from that point forward. And honestly, it becomes tedious because it becomes a musical, and it's trying to be a serious musical where, again, got this uncanny cat face shit going on, and I can't take it seriously. And so I'm just like sitting there, like, I'm not a fan of musicals. I'm like, first, like, I was afraid to look at my fucking phone to check the time. I was like, how long I got left of this? Luckily, by the time I looked, I only had 24 minutes left, but fuck, man. Oh, and then here's another fucking thing that drove me nuts. I don't know if I'm the only one who's pointing this out. Why, if they're cats, they're established that they are cats. They are fucking cats and, like, living with humans, but they have human faces for some reason. I don't know. Fuck it. But for some reason, even though they are cats, they have human hands and human feet. They have fingers and toes. Why? I'm like, somebody please tell me. That looks creepy. Like, that bugged the hell out of me. And they have claws too, a little bit. They sometimes have claws, but they have claws on human hands. That was so goddamn distracting throughout this whole movie. And then there's some characters where they try to cover it up with, like, fur. But then there are other characters, they don't even fucking attempt. They're just hands. And it's a CGI monstrosity I'm looking at that have human hands. It looks so weird. Like, god damn it, man. This is such a weird fucking movie. Like, even though I knew what I was going into, still I don't, like, I'm sitting there like, how do you fix this movie? And I'm like, I don't know. But the only thing I can think of is, like, I don't understand what the hell they were thinking. I know they have CGI effects, and I know CGI has gone a long goddamn way, but why didn't they just have them dressed up as cats like they did in the Broadway musical, where they were just painted up and dressed up as cats? That would have been better. It's been done. They did that for fucking, how long has that Broadway play been around? It's like one of the longest running Broadway plays of all time, if not the longest running. Why didn't they just do that? It will look better. Somebody like, oh, well, they're supposed to be cats, but they have human faces on them still. Like, I don't know. Like, don't put human faces on. Dude, maybe this would have been fine if they would have done just. I hate using this example, but fucking might as well just use the fucking example of Lion King. Made it like a Lion King. I don't know. Have actual cats, CGI cats, and just had voices over them. I don't know. I'm trying to think of something better than this shit. Make it fucking cartoon. There you go. Made it a cartoon. That would have been better. I don't know. Like, how do you fix this? Like, no matter what they go back to do, this is not. I can't guarantee they will never be able to fix this and not make this look weird. No matter what they do. Like, I'm not even mad about this movie. I'm just laughing at this movie. This movie is so fucking bad, but it's hilarious. I hated Black Christmas. I like this movie a lot better than like Black Christmas. Black Christmas is a piece of shit. This is something I will never forget watching. I will never forget watching this on a big screen. I just sat there when the movie ended. I sat there for like 2 minutes with my hands like this. It took me a while to get up. It took me a while to get up. I haven't seen Star Wars yet, but I saw Cats. Again, I don't recommend seeing this out of curiosity if you have to pay full price. If you can go see it like for a cheap theater or a cheap matinee, go ahead. Other than that, if you don't have stuff like Regal Unlimited like I do, where you get to see it for free, don't pay to go see this. Wait till it comes on DVD. Like, it is. You're gonna have do some drugs and watch this fucking movie. All right. Oh my god, man. Oh yeah, then the fucking part of the movie where I was reading about this movie, like, they had fucking Judi Dench at the end of the movie fucking talk to the audience. Like, look right at the camera, break the fourth wall, look at us, lecture us about how we should treat our cats. Like, fuck you! Like, I'm about ready to euthanize every cat I see. I'm not making that up after watching this monstrosity of a film. Oh my god. But apparently that was something that happened in the musical, and that's something that they did continuously in the musical and talk to the audience. But they only do this at the end of the movie. That was fucking dumb. Like, that just came out of nowhere and was out of fucking place in this. Apparently there was a narrator in the fucking musical. Like, I couldn't give a shit about the story. Also, I couldn't give a fuck about the story. Like, I just barely understood the story. Like, they're choosing a cat among these group of cats to go to heaven, basically, on a fucking not making this up, on an air balloon that's attached to a chandelier. That doesn't seem safe. I don't think. But yeah, man. I'm gonna talk about trailers. I've been talking about this all day. Trailers. Onward, the new Pixar movie. Yeah. After you fucking talk about cats, you can't talk about anything else. Onward, I'm just drawing blank. I know it's a Pixar movie. It's a fantasy movie about, like, these kids that try to bring their dad back. They only bring back his lower half or something like that. They have to try to figure out, go on an adventure to bring their dad back or something like that. I don't know. It's a Pixar movie. It'll be alright. I'm done talking today. Little Women. It's a short trailer for this movie. It was a very short trailer, and that comes out next week on Christmas Day. I'm getting that on Christmas Day. Little Women. Never read the book. I know it's from Greta Gerwig. It's got a great cast. Sure, it'll be good. And the new trailer for Dolittle, which literally is not really the new trailer. It's literally the same trailer that I saw for the teaser with the same music, and it's just spliced in a couple new scenes. That's it. That's literally fucking it. It's the laziest second trailer I've ever seen in my entire life. The trailers nowadays are fucking terrible. There's been some fucking terrible trailers in the last year or so. Oh my god, man. This is like one of the worst. Like, this is the laziest I've seen. I've heard this movie's had some production issues. I heard it's supposed to be pretty bad. It's getting released in January. I want to have hope because it's Robert Downey Jr. playing Dr. Doolittle, and I like the Eddie Murphy versions, but yeah, I don't think it's going to be very good. Maybe I'll be surprised. It does have a big cast, too. So did fucking Cats. So, yeah, that's as trailers go. I will be seeing Star Wars in the next couple of days. Don't know when. Don't ask me when. Probably either tomorrow if I have a chance, or definitely Christmas Day or Christmas Eve. And until then, I'll talk to you guys later.